Hello everybody, my name's Richard Watson and this is Anglais the Easy Way. Today I'd like to talk about reframing understanding. I'm going to call it the 100% trap. We've all been there. You're listening to a colleague or a podcast. You understand almost everything and then they use one word you don't know and your brain freezes. You stop listening to the next 3 sentences because you're obsessing over that missing word. Let's reframe that. Understanding isn't an all or nothing game. It's a puzzle. And you don't need every piece of the puzzle to see the picture. Stop pressurizing yourself to understand every single word and start focusing on the core message. Instead of being 100% dictionary, become a detective. Your only job is to catch the 3 W's. Who is involved? What is the action or problem? Or when does it need to happen? If you have these 3, you probably have 90% of the value, even if you only understood 40% of the words. You can filter out the fluff. Fluff is, for example, when you do your washing for your clothes, there's an accumulation of fluff in your machine, very light. It's like lint, we call it in English, or fluff. Something with almost no substance. And in English, we use a lot of fluff, which is polite language, or polite filler language. I'm going to read a very long, fluffy sentence. And I want you to ignore the decoration and just try to identify the 3 W's. So here's the sentence. I was actually just kind of wondering if it would be at all possible for Sarah to maybe send over the budget report by Friday morning. I'll say it again because it's a long sentence. And people out there who are struggling to understand this podcast, just relax and kind of sink into it a bit. Listen, I was actually just kind of wondering if it would be at all possible for Sarah to maybe send over that budget report by Friday morning. So if we tried to decode it, all you needed really to catch was who, that was Sarah, what, the budget report, to send is another what, and when, Friday morning. So Sarah, the budget report, Friday morning, and the verb to send. Now, if I say that sentence again, just try and catch those bits. I was actually just kind of wondering if it would be at all possible for Sarah to maybe send over that budget report by Friday morning. Everything else, I was actually just kind of wondering if it would be possible, that's just noise. Forget about that bit. Okay, to try and illustrate the point of how comprehension and understanding works, even if you don't catch everything, I'm going to read a sentence with a fake word which doesn't actually mean anything, a nonsense word. And I want you to listen and try to tell me the 3 W's. Don't let the fake word stop you. John needs to glip the contracts before 5 p.m. I'll say it again. John needs to glip the contracts before 5 p.m. So even though one of those words means nothing, which was the word glip, but you still caught that it's John and the contracts and 5 p.m. That gives you a good starting place, especially if you're in a real conversation with someone where you actually know the context, not just listening to a crazy English teacher on a podcast, right? In a context, you probably know what John needs to do, okay? So you don't know what glip means, but you know the situation, and now you can ask, what does glip mean? Instead of, I don't understand, right? Even if that word is really important, now you just have one word to check. Sorry, what does glip mean? Okay? The next one is, I'm going to speak very or relatively quickly at a natural pace. Don't try to translate, just try to catch the 3 W's. Okay? Here we go. Look, I've been talking to the team and we've decided we really need to update the website by the end of the month because the current version is just too slow. Even intermediates out there or beginners, listen again and just try to catch the 3 W's. Who, what, and when. Here it goes again. Look, we've been talking to the team and I've decided we really need to update the website by the end of the month because the current version is too slow. So if we work our way through it, who? Well, it's the team. What? Update the website, and when? The end of the month. And if you got that, you're kind of fluent in this conversation. Everything else added extra detail, but that's the key, and it allows you to start working. And remember, if you miss one of those W's, don't say, sorry, my English is bad. Don't say that. Say, when was the deadline? Or say, so if I understand correctly, John's updating the contract, right? Or, I'm sorry, who are you talking about? I just want to make sure I've got it right. Again, pick out the part you didn't catch and just ask for that to be repeated. Don't get the whole sentence repeated again. And the funny thing is, if you relax a bit, you'll notice that English speakers naturally make those 3 items of a sentence a little bit louder and slower. Listen to this. I need Sarah to finish the report by Friday. I need Sarah to finish the report by Friday. Sarah, report, and Friday are louder and they're slower. And the small words like I, need, to, the, by are fast and quieter. Right? The 3 W's are the anchors of the sentence. So you have a mission this week. It's listen to a 2-minute news clip or a video. Don't use subtitles. Take a piece of paper and draw 3 columns. Who, what, when. Your only goal is to fill those columns. And if you've filled those columns correctly, you've understood enough. Stop being a dictionary. Start being a detective. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.